Hi and welcome to Cornwall. I'm on the coast path. I'm heading towards Mount Edgecumbe Park and then out to Cremyll. I arrived on the ferry from Plymouth this morning and I was going to walk to Rame, then I decided I would walk to Mount Edgecumbe, but now I've decided I'm going to walk to Cremyll just because of the ferry times really. A bit of a rush to get back for the Cawsand ferry. I got off in Cawsand and the last ferry from Cawsand back to Plymouth goes at 5 o'clock. So what I've decided to do is walk out to Cremyll. It's a few miles from Cawsand, and the last ferry from Cremyll leaves at 10 o'clock tonight or something, which gives me a whole extra 5 hours to play with. So not that I'm going to need all those hours, it's only a few miles walk out to Cremyll, but it gives me a bit more of a leisurely walk rather than racing around trying to find my way back to Cawsand. So anyway, let's go. Oh, I do love a spontaneous day. This is a lovely walk so far. So yeah, I started off in Cawsand village, absolutely beautiful village, and then I walked to its twin village of Cawsand. I'm going to show you some footage here. And then from Cawsand I joined the coast path out to Mount Edgecumbe, which is where I'm heading in that general direction at the moment, and then we'll continue on to Cremyll. I've been running today as well. I've already done over 13,000 steps before starting this walk. Yeah, I've done the park run in Plymouth, the Central Park run. Never done that one before. If you're thinking about doing it, just know that it's quite steep. It's quite a lot of downhill, but a lot of uphill. It was a challenge, but I loved it. It's great. So yeah, loving this walk so far. There's lots of different types of scenery around me, lots of coast and lots of woodland so far. And loads of other walkers out as well, enjoying this day. It's a funny old day weather-wise. It was grey and drizzly earlier, but now it's really hot. I'm a bit toasty. I'm glad I brought my sunglasses with me anyway, because it is quite bright now. It was very grey when I left Plymouth this morning. And it's an early June day. Oh, it's getting a bit warm now. Changed into a t-shirt. Still got my running t-shirt on underneath, actually, the orange one, as I haven't been back to the hotel since doing the run in Plymouth. Came straight over here. So it's a lovely day. I'm just sitting here on this bench. Now that I know I'm not in a race to get to Mount Edgecumbe and back to Cawsand, I'm going to go to Cremyll instead. Decided I would have a little sit down and a drink, recharge the phone. So I've got plenty of storage on it to get the rest of this video. So some people have just walked past me and I just heard them saying that that rock that you can see like a little island sticking up there, that's called the Wembury Rock. So I'm back on the move again now. I had thought about going to Mount Edgecumbe House and Gardens, but I've just read it's not open to the public on a Friday or Saturday. And today's Saturday, so that won't be happening. There's an entry charge if you do get there of £10.50, slightly less for kids. And I think there's probably a family discount as well. Do look at their website, I'll put a link to it in the description box underneath this video. Okay, so at this point the path splits. I think I'm going to keep following this road though. Well, there's no signs except for a private unauthorised access to vehicles sign. Nothing about the coast path. And I can't connect to the internet to get a look at Google Maps for directions. So I'm just going to have to follow my nose. And a couple of other people I noticed in front of me as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk out that way. And I'm hoping it's the coast path out to Mount Edgecumbe and Cremyll. There's only one way to find out. So now I've got the sea down to our left. I probably should have taken the top coast path in the first instance, but I decided to follow the road. So now I'm kind of going back on myself. So I just walked up that path there on the bottom of the picture, and I'm going to follow the path along the top of the picture. As you can see, we've got a South West Coast Path sign, which is much of a relief to see. And another sign as well. Oh, this is so lovely. especially with the sun coming through now as well. It's beautiful. Just see a little sailing boat out there. Don't know if you can make it out on this film. There's an interesting building coming up. I've not done any reading about this walk because I hadn't really planned on doing it. So I need to find out what this is. It looks like a little half a chapel. Well, a chapel without its roof, it looks like from this angle. Really not too sure. It's not a chapel anyway, but it's some kind of shelter. And those people, I was just chatting to them, they don't have any idea either. Very interesting. Does anybody know what it is? If you do know, let me know in the comments. Just lovely foliage around this walk. I think these are rhododendrons, aren't they? Danger, path closed due to landslip. Please follow the path to the left. I guess that must mean up there. Lovely views already down to the sea down there to my left. I wonder what's down there. I think I'll keep following this path. If you know what's down there, again, let me know in the comments. In lots of places the coast path is really well signed. Then you get to places like this and there's no signs. I'm only imagining that I've just got to go down that way and along there, do you think? Let's try. So I'm coming back to some steps. Now are these the ones I saw earlier? Maybe I've made a wrong turn somewhere. Yep, these are the steps. I'm sure that I asked you where they go to. Well, now I know where they go to. But where am I going to? I'm going to retrace my steps back here a bit. Just so I know the coast path sign. Back at that sign again. Clearly says to go up this way. But that's the way I went. And I came to that strange bend. And then there's steps and that. I'm confused. Going to wait for some more people to come along. Meanwhile, I'm going to have a little snack. Well, I waited by the junction quite a long time and people came towards me, but they didn't come in the direction I'm heading. So I'm just going to try and investigate again. Now I think I went down to my right last time. Going to go up these steps here now. Hopefully that's still the path. There's no signs though. I found a sign just a little bit on from there. Once you come up the steps, there is a sign. Oh wow, just coming to the top of those steps now. Got like a viewpoint up there. Oh my goodness, amazing views. Quite steep steps there. Now I'm at another bit of a confusing junction. Look, there we go. Danger, path closed due to landslip. Fair enough, you can't go that way. There's some steps here which are clearly open. And then this sign says, danger, path closed due to landslip. Please follow the path to the right. Now the path to the right, my right, goes back up those stairs, or this. Is it this one? This is kind of to my left though, from that sign. Let me show you. This is why I get confused easily. There's a sign. It says use the path to the right. but that's my left, and that's the way we need to go. I'm going to go this way. I'll let you know how I get on. Actually, there's a very hardy looking walker behind me who knows what he's doing. I'm going to follow him. Wow, these are great big steps. We've just been chatting, me and that walker. He's confused as well. So I'm glad it's not just me. But we've decided we're going to go down these steps here, and that should bring us out kind of the right area. But he thinks the other way will probably take us that way too. Now, he was really nice actually, that walker. He's going to meet his wife along the way to Cremyll in a place called Barnpool. This is such a lovely walk, such varied scenery. Just loving all the woodland. It'd be a nice one to walk in the heat of summer, I think, because there's quite a lot of shady spots like this. Fantastic view there of Drake's Island, and also just in the distance, I don't know if you can spot it, that's the Smeaton's Tower in Plymouth. The red and white stripy, I think it's a lighthouse. So beautiful, built in 1882. Just going to keep following this path for a bit. I'm going to put the phone onto charge so that my battery stays charged to get the rest of the walk. If anything different to this path crops up in the next few minutes, I shall let you see. Otherwise, I'll come back to you once the battery's charged a bit. So it looks like we veer off that path onto this narrower path. You can see the yellow coast path arrow just there on the post ahead of me. Okay, unfenced cliff ahead, keep to the path. Before I go through that gate though, look, I've just spotted this up here, like a folly or something. I'm just going to show you. Whoa, it's a steep old climb up here. We're going to have a look. I want to get some views. I can see some people up there. I imagine the views are going to be amazing. And through the roundish window, I think it's a bit oval really, we have this view over to Plymouth. And through the arched window, we have this view. I really wish there was some information boards up here, because I didn't know I was going to do this walk today. I was going to do a different one, but I did it. But now I don't know anything about what I'm doing. Sorry, this is turning into a bit of a mini video, isn't it? I'm really enjoying it. Absolutely amazing scenery. I think that's Wembury Rock over there, as I said earlier. And look, there's Drake's Island just to our left. I've just been doing some research about this folly, and I've discovered that it was built in 1747, and it replaces an old navigational aid. And it's built using stones and bricks and other bits, I think, of local churches, 2 local churches that had been demolished. Well, in the absence of any signs, I think I'm going to keep following this nice path, because I think it's going in the same direction as that path down below where it said something about unfenced cliffs. So, yep, going to follow my nose and use this path towards Mount Edgecumbe House. And now another junction without a sign. Up or down? I'm going to go on the lower path. Those of you who've been watching the channel for a while will remember that I don't do maps very well. And if I look at a map, it makes no sense to me. So signposts are really useful for me and people like me. But this route sadly is lacking in useful signposts. But it is a lovely walk, don't get me wrong, it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm just enjoying it, I'm just enjoying exploring. There is, however, a signpost, or a few signposts actually, telling us that we're on the National Camellia Trail. Well, the one up there said trail, this one says collection. So there was another fork back there, I forgot to film it. I've decided to follow this path, which is slightly uphill and back in kind of the other direction. According to my Google Maps, it should lead to Mount Edgecumbe House. Oh wow. So we're at the entrance to the house now. I'll just show you. There we go, very impressive. And there's another statue there. I'm not sure that this is going to be open. We'll go and have a look. This makes me very happy. Cremyll Quay is down that way. Oh wow, Lady Catherine's bath chair. I just love looking at the things people used to use in olden days. It's all looking very shut here. It is nearly 5 o'clock in the afternoon and it's not a house open day, so I imagine it might be closed. But interesting to have a look around. So in behind me down that little alleyway were like little art studios and things, craft studios. Oh look, there's loads here to do. I really need to come back here, give it a full day sometime. Oh, look at all these things. Deer Park. I might go and have a little look, see if I can see that. And then there's signs. I'm so happy to see these signs for Cremyll. And the orange, I believe that's a tea room there as well. It's lovely here. It reminds me very much of Ashton Court in Bristol, especially as it's got a deer park. Just walked up a very steep slope there, following the arrows for the deer park. Got a little bit more of a slope ahead of me. And it looks like there should be some views. I think I can see a deer dropping, so I think we're kind of in the right area. Now, it's been a long day, but if I'm not mistaken, these are sheep. They're not deers. Oh my goodness me. Hello, you look like you've been freshly shorn. You're definitely not a deer though. I found this gorgeous looking church though. Let's go and have a look at this to see what it's called. There's a signpost for the Cremyll ferry, which is what I'm going to get, 1 3/4 miles. This is very lovely. Lovely blue sky now as well. Oh, it seems to be locked. Never mind. I definitely want to come back to this area. There's just so much to explore, so I'll come back here another time and show you. Oh, such amazing views from up here. Do you know what? I think I'm going to follow that Cremyll ferry sign. I really wanted to see the deer park, knowing that it was around here, but I just couldn't find it. Just sheep. I will come back here though, as I said, definitely going to come back here and explore that further. But I really want to edit this video tonight and get it out tomorrow morning. I'm staying in Plymouth at the moment, so don't have to go all the way back home to Somerset. But hopefully the internet in the hotel in Plymouth is strong enough to upload this video after I've edited it. But first of all, I need to head back, find the ferry, and then get some dinner, and then edit. Anyway, stay with me. I'll let you know if I find the ferry. This is a really nice walk, very, very nice indeed. I just looked at Google Maps and it looks very straightforward. I just have to follow this path and it should lead me to where the ferry goes from in Cremyll. So the footpath comes out on a road. Might go back and double check that I didn't have to bend round. So instead of going through that gate, we don't follow the path straight like I thought. It looks like we go down here. Do you know what? I'm not doing this. This is silly. I'm going to go back to the road. I'm just going to walk the roadway because I don't want to get lost. And I don't want to get attacked or anything either. So I'm going to retrace my steps, go back to the road, and walk the roadway down to Cremyll, hopefully. Yeah, I think I'm following the map, and I think I'm following the sat-nav, and I think I'm following the signs, but I'm really not too hopeful. So if anybody knows if that was the path down to Cremyll Ferry, let me know. But I'm going to take the safe option. So I believe I'm going this way now. Let's just cross the road. I head down here. Be 3/4 of a mile to the ferry terminal. This will teach me to do the video that I researched rather to go off on a tangent and do a completely different video that I haven't researched. I'm really loving the adventure, but it's not great for guiding you really. I want to be showing you the proper route. This is just so lovely. Nice to see the cows grazing down there. Well, I'm here. It's so nice to be back by the sea. So I'm at the ferry terminal-ish area. Not too sure yet where the ferry comes in. Look, we've got a little beach here. It's so nice. Got Plymouth just opposite. Oh, I just come to the Edgecumbe Arms. I'm sat here on a nice picnic bench. It's so nice to sit down. I haven't walked that far really, but I have been running today as well. And yeah, I'm here at the ferry terminal, enjoying a nice drink. Got some crisps as well. There's the Cremyll ferry. Very much like the Cawsand one, which is to the left a bit there, moored up. I think they go every half an hour, so I'll let that one go. I'll get the next one after I've had my drink and crisps. Here's a summer timetable if you're wondering about times. I'll let you pause the video if you need to write anything down. I love that clock behind me. There's some really lovely words on there actually. I'll read them out to you in a minute. I've just been looking online. I've been searching for quite a long time actually, trying to find out the price of this ferry. I don't think it's going to be very much. The one over to Cawsand from Plymouth this morning was £6. They don't do return fares, so it's £6 each way. That was a longer journey. This journey is only going to be 8 minutes across the Tamar back to Plymouth. So I'll let you know how much it is when I go on the ferry. So this clock says, "Dost thou love life? Then do not squander time." There's the bus there. It's going back to Plymouth city centre, but I'm going to get the ferry because that's what I've decided to do. Oh, it's so lovely down here on the beach. You'll see there the ferry's just coming in. That's the one I'm going to catch back to Plymouth. Do you see it in the distance? Get a good view of it from the boat probably. That is the Royal William Dockyard, I think. So there comes my ferry. It's just crossed the Tamar from Plymouth, and I'll take you on the ferry. I'll let you experience a bit of that journey. As I said, it's just 8 minutes. Cremyll ferry, there we go. There she is, the Edgcumbe bell. Well, that was a really lovely little journey, just 8 minutes as I said, and it was £2.50 for one way, which is very reasonable I thought. So I'm going to head back into the city now, go back to my hotel and edit this video for tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun. Lots of adventures for me, having not researched this video, but I love doing things spontaneously, so it was brilliant. And I hope you enjoyed watching it. Got over 200 other videos on the channel, so do check those out. There's going to be something else that you like. I'm going to link to the Cawsand and Sand video that I did a few months ago as well, so you can have a look around those two villages in a little bit more detail than I showed you today. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to look at the Facebook group of the same name as well, Southwest Sundays, also on Instagram and X. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.